Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm gonna start with today's morning show. So Gael Clichy, who's one of the football pundits out there, former Arsenal player, former Man City player. So back when they talk about the match where Arsenal will play against PSG at the Parc the Princes. Now, for Sky Sports Studio, because they explain say if you get any team wey fit go France, go beat PSG, na Arsenal dey there. Because while in dey analyse am, because they talk say im don dey privileged to watch Arsenal play against heavyweights like Man City, and Arsenal were very very aggressive. They played very well, deprived Man City of winning. So Arsenal get that mentality. So Arsenal can go and do the remontada there in France. Now, when you look at how the media reported the story, they say Gal Clichy delivers blunt verdict on Arsenal's chances of comeback against PSG. Me, I watched the video, gone. But let's take the way the print media reported it. So he said, massive game against Paris. Clichy said, I'm not sure many people will count them. Like, to go there and win. Like I said yesterday, not many people believe Arsenal will go there, go win. But if there's a team that can actually do it, is them. Because what we've seen, over the years, is when they are on the front foot and very aggressive in their opponent's face. I've seen them play against City one-on-one at the back, and very aggressive. So if they can bring this to Paris, of course they have a chance. But if they play like the way they played against, like on Saturday, the game we play now against Bournemouth, almost say we go collect. And this is the truth. As of now, we know Arsenal on their day they can do well. Look at what they did against Madrid on Monday. On their day they can do well. But what type of Arsenal are we going to see against PSG? That is the $1 million question. So, like Arteta and I done the talk, so we are going to channel the anger, the rage, the frustration, channel it towards PSG. We hope it is like that. But they are not they talk tough. They talk tough. Everybody they talk tough. Bye. The only thing where they give me joy and so, like say, I get so they say, okay, they believe them. If I don't see the believe for that lineup at J100, I'm gonna say we get edge, get chance, because they believe be the one man riot with them there. So again, I even the Kivish Kakravache, like don't see road now. And they believe be the points man, the 001, we then get for that place. They believe be the original person, the number one killer. In fact, wait, Asaka be our number one. Now so they believe be their number one. So no arguments on that, but we'll just watch what's going to happen. So for that same video, where Clichy dey talk, because this Baba Sef did there, I think when Hargreaves, I said when Jimmy Redknapp, himself did there. So you got to say, see, that sends the wrong message going into next season. Jimmy Redknapp on Man City, Newcastle potentially finishing above Arsenal. So it no go make sense for Arsenal, because when you look at the fact that Man City had a very terrible season, based on say they don't manage their injuries as well as Arsenal manage their own. So they come language down. Now Rodri is back in training, Alan is back in training. They're in the FA Cup final, they could win it. And now if they come overtake Arsenal, maybe Arsenal will finish fourth. In as much as we go qualify for Champions League, but it gets as it will be for the banter level. They will use and enter Arsenal where, and that is the truth. But regardless, at this point, our main aim na say make we qualify for Champions League, make it secured. Then if we fit do well for this PSG, enter final, our season will still make sense. We say okay, we finish second or third, we see enter final of the Champions League. Go there as bad as we can come out for PSG, we will come face the league now, call it struggle. Because whether you like it or yes, Newcastle and Manchester City can finish above us. But when you look at the last 3 games we will get, one day very very easy to win on paper, that's Southampton, we that don't really have anything to fight for. But we have a match against Liverpool and we no go hungry for them, then no go hungry for us. And we have a match against Newcastle, we be like say they hold our password, they know how to beat us. So these are the issues. Now I was listening to Anslot, he was saying they don't win the league, yes, but they see the fight to set some records, like how many points will they go use finish the season, all those kind of things. Then they look for. Guess what? We'll just watch as everything will unfold at the end of the day. Now, away from that. Now, according to TalkSport, so Rory will be one of the OAP for TalkSport. So he could talk say they happy with Arsenal set piece coach. You get after the Bournemouth loss, because not be only when we score header we dey praise set piece coach. When we get this type of disastrous record, we don't come outside. We're supposed to blame set piece coach too. You can't always be praised when we win. Because how is it that a team that has a set piece coach and is one of the best teams that attack set piece, they score a lot of goals from set piece, but they don't know how to defend set pieces? When you hear say almost half of the goals we will concede this season, we consider 31 goals, like 16 or 15 or 14 of those goals now through cross and nod. It begs the question of how is that happening? How? Because I don't really understand. Yesterday goal, I still forgive them the first one because that guy Hodgson is like the tallest player on the pitch, if I'm not mistaken. If not the tallest, maybe the second, because the guy tall pass Saliba. So that's why he head easily. And people can go back and kukuru like I don't understand. Well, but it is what it is, yeah. So as now look at it, just look at it now. Guy Clichy come the talk for that Sky Sports video say Man City fit finish above Arsenal because when you look at the remaining games, look at we now. Liverpool, Newcastle, Southampton. Look at how easy the games wey Man City get. Man City get the same Southampton. The only people fit disturb Man City, Bournemouth, because Bournemouth dey pursue top for Fulham. I don't really know what can happen there. But Newcastle sef dey get Brighton, Chelsea, Arsenal. In fact, I think Newcastle supposed to play today because some people play today. Make Newcastle play today, then we go see how e go be if Newcastle win. You get, because Newcastle dey play Brighton today, Chelsea dey play Liverpool. You get, so whatever happens, and Newcastle dey go the Amex Stadium. So whatever happens there, now we go to know how the table go arrange itself. Because imagine say Newcastle can go win today now. Baba, pressure don dey setting now because when you look at the table, how e set now, as we no win this Bournemouth now, the table no really favour us because Newcastle dey 62 points, we dey 67. Newcastle don play 35, we don play 35. If Newcastle win today now with that 62, they go dey 65, 2 points behind us. Baba, then by the time we and Newcastle go meet, Baba, and by then we don't know what's happen between we and PSG. So these are the issues, but more just the watch anyhow. If we beat PSG, enter final, anything they happen for the league, if we will finish fourth, I don't think any Arsenal fan will be worried. That's just the truth. Now, the question we're going to ask, because if you remember the pre-match analysis, I made a statement. I said this Bournemouth match, an opportunity for us to see this guy, Hodgson, when they play for Bournemouth, everybody they pursue, how good he is. We will see him. So from the way the guy played yesterday against us, what is your own assessment? Because Arsenal are very interested in the player. Arsenal are willing to pay his buyout clause. Newcastle are willing. In fact, majority of people they find that they are willing because how much? So the end of the day now, where the guy go now go take a hand, decide. But what will be your assessment of the player? Now what's in our ask. Now after the match we play yesterday, we call the yesterday Matthew Skelly sits back, he sat back after the game. When you look this banner where they say believe and take us to Munich, because I don't go lie for you, many Arsenal fans, their mind no dey league again, their mind dey Munich, their mind dey PSG. Now if Arsenal no can do well against PSG, let's say we can and that time they will remember Arsenal, they will remember Arteta, the toxicity will now be there. But for now, people see they cut them some slack. So okay, people see what will happen against PSG. Now that one will just like say the end will justify the means and everything Arteta they do. So many people share that type of sentiment. But more they watch. Now look at what Odegaard and Declan Rice is saying ahead of the PSG game. Declan Rice said, "We are confident we can go there and win in Paris." Odegaard say, "We fully believe we are going to turn it." Clichy say, "If anybody can do it, it's Arsenal." He say, "We don't do our own small version of Remotanda." Yes, people don't they talk. As they talk. But at the end of the day, no be cho. You guys show workings. You guys go there and not play the way you played against. In fact, look at the last maybe 3-4 games we don't play for the EPL. The matches where they in between PSG, we no win them. Look at all the match before PSG, I don't think we won it. So when you look at all these things, well, it doesn't inspire confidence. But let's just me, I know say when you don't really count Arsenal, say they will do something, Baba. If you go there, can shock you, like do beyond. You don't go believe them. I've seen it happen before. It did happen. Nobody expected Arsenal to go and beat Real Madrid 3-0, but we saw it happen. Nobody expected Arsenal to go to Santiago Bernabeu with all the hype, Remotanda and everything, to go there and beat them 2-1. We saw it happen. So we'll just see what's going to happen for this time around when they go pack the Princes. Now, away from that. Alright, so you're right, Seth, on the para he gets for the match of players today. Say as Semenyo enter, he already knows Semenyo will disturb us. Semenyo really change the game. Semenyo just trouble us. Get, disturb us. And what's it on the pain and making me say we considered 2 soft goals. Because for the panel when they in the Michael when they always have talking and say we like the goals too cheap. And look at Raya, the second goal. Raya was fumbling with the ball. Why? You get so it already makes sense to Ram. And I guess so many of our community members so even enter my DM says I choose. I know go live for immediately Semenyo enter and no say well around don't happen. And Raul arrested Semenyo and Semenyo na one man riot. Yes, so that's why he enter. Well, I don't know, although right when they give defense, say the reason we make all these set piece goals so that they give us say that because of say Magalhaes no dey. Say Magalhaes no dey, maybe na Magalhaes go dey with that Hudson. You get that guy no go dey free. In fact, the Hudson for press conference, the guy they talk say like this thing when with Semenyo you do say you don't have a training, Semenyo go throw the ball for him because in top. So since they run the trial for games, they never ever use and score. So you don't even expect say the ball go come meet and like that. See, but he come and he enter. See, now the first time when the tactics they work, they don't try and tire, you know work. I don't know why all these kinds of things. Now why have you say now only we 19s they work? Look at that Ivan Nelson goal where it's in a handball. Now handball true, or maybe not be true because it's not conclusive. But the thing is, there's not enough camera angles to let us see because some Arsenal players want like say they block the guy. Nobody know whether he touching hand, I be touching hip. Players say he touching hand. The only person who know the truth, maybe Evan Nelson, and obviously is not going to come out and tell you say na handball. Unlike Joe Willock of Newcastle, come outside say that ball where I carry come inside, he don't go out. You get that one. I don't know what to push out. Maybe can just stop through, but you can never expect Evan Nelson to come out and say, yes, it's handball. Come on, you know go do that. Now look at what Real Madrid wants to do. This is what I expect Arsenal to do in the summer. David Alaba is expected to leave. They've told him he can leave. He can leave Real Madrid. Now, not really Alaba. Mendy, they've told him he can leave. Not just these two. Rodrigo, they've told him he can leave. Many other because they say they want to rebuild. They want to buy a left back. They want to buy a right back. They want to because they use many attacking players. They play full back, which is not ideal. So they want to restructure. They want to buy center back. I was seeing from Fabrizio Romano page of Antonio Perez saying yes, they want to buy center back, they want to buy left back, they want to buy right back. Now they look at Lucas Hernandez. I think of AC Milan. They want to bring the new. Trossard needs to leave. Martinelli under normal circumstances is not supposed to do that first level because his productivity level is low. In fact, if you look the Arsenal team, people like Martinelli, Trossard, they don't really inspire confidence because look at the chances when Martinelli they miss. They are not really that prolific. Intermarket bring this guy who won't sign now. I don't know why it escaped my mind. I don't want that Lookman. Bring Lookman. Give us Lookman. Lookman and one man riot. For our team, apart from Saka, we don't get any one man riot again. Rafael Leo, spare money, bring him. Rafael Leo. If you know if you do a run Kudus, let's say Kudus go there expensive. Run Kudus if it possible. If Kudus feed the like 50-60 million runner, we need one man riot. Nobody say only Saka. Like somebody was telling me in the DM say CHUKS. Arsenal don't pass team. We be say all our job now. We tell Odegaard give the ball to Saka. Hey, Partey give the ball to Saka. Everybody give the ball to Saka. Once Saka don't hold ball, now inshallah, was okay. Anything we do, we perform magic. No. As we get Saka, they're supposed to get another person on the other side. So as you they try to restructure, we too restructure. The way some people this summer Mokurona. That's why at the talk say if Arteta no win, because now this summer I expect they will do everything Arteta say he wants. At least the bulk of them. If Arteta no win the season no win something next season, make them fire him. Not because he's not good enough, but because that principle of you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. Next season will be like Arteta's 6th season. What have we? Yes, he has brought us from the slum. We agree. We celebrating 100 Bifun, but moving forward. Maybe Moses carries Israelites go on the way and they say, I believe person be that way they say no enter promised land. I don't even forget the story. We say lead them. At the end of the day, no, you don't enter the promised land. They happen. You get. So you don't do your own job. Let another person carry us and cross the river. Now what will they expect now? Because me, I'm a strong advocate of Arteta, but I understand that principle that we need change. You can sack Arteta and go and sign a Raula of Bournemouth. That is a good manager also. Managers day. Iraola is a good tactician. He's good. Look at what he's doing with Bournemouth. Making them hard to beat. Look at what he's doing there. They are pressing monsters. Don't more press passes. Look at what he's doing. So We have to think outside the box. When I say think am, I don't know that I think am. I know they talk about the sack am now, but after next season, if we still don't win anything, Baba, Chemo will continue to go. Then if your answer is yes, till when? Till when? So we have to be very, very ambitious. That's the way me I'm thinking. Now, away from that, let's give you a message from one of our sponsors, Mr. Anayo, who's a real estate agent. So he has 14 plots of land for sale at Nora Scott Luxury Estates, Ogia Igbelo, in the Rubber Estates at the back of airports, in Abara Iche local government area of River State. So for this 14 plots of land, 6 plotted together, 4 plotted together, and 3 plotted together, and 1 standalone, and it's 1.2 million per plot. So if you're interested in this piece of property, you can reach out to Mr. Anayo on 08032765227 and 08119329922 so that we'll schedule your inspection. All right, away from that, so if you watch the panel, you get Ian Rice, Michael Owen, and the other man, don't forget his name. So they were talking. Now, in a quality talk, even the set piece with the scores. Say, did you know that Mansu Kelly and Odegaard were turning their back to goal? Person one throw, you turn your back, you know, face the ball, make you see where the ball they come from. Instead, you face your man. Say, you don't know why people they mark like that for the EPL. And it's true. Many people they mark like that. You go see corner, you go see throwing. Instead of them to face where the ball they come from, to see the ball, to know how you go attack the ball, they go turn their back, face the person with the own mark. They follow and they drag, they guide them, they block them, they do other one. So it don't really make any sense. Not just a complaint. So it don't make any sense to navigate. Now, Michael, oh my God, you talk about the goal where Evan Nelson score. So normal. They're not supposed to cancel that goal. It's supposed to be cancelled because it's not a goal. But at the end of the day, because you know the conclusive, no sufficient camera angles to actually show that this is not a goal. So that's why they just leave her. Because if you want to cancel the on-field decision, you need to have sufficient evidence. So it is what it is. Now, reports when they get again, they say Osimhen from the Metro say Osimhen they drop major clue of what he want to do. Now, Osimhen has been quoted to have said it's really a nice feeling. I thank God for being an inspiration and for those masks. I have never seen anything like this until I came to Galatasaray. I will continue to do this. I want to continue the way they know me. This makes me very happy. You get. Remember, so Osimhen on loan from Napoli to Galatasaray. So you know, see many fans don't go do their own mask. They wear and they celebrate time because so the thing don't bust in brain. So whether I want to remain there, I won't come back to normal England or maybe Spain or France. I don't really know, but more just the watch. Most of it will do. Now, Goal.com self they put out the same record. Same thing with they talk say set piece kings Arsenal. They have the worst dead ball record in the Premier League, despite their growing reputation of being very good with set pieces, which does not make any sense to me. Like, it don't really make any sense to me. Now, when you read the entirety of this report, you go see where they say, what happened? So they talk about the statistics, how they score set piece. In fact, Opta, 9% statistics that Arsenal has considered 38.7 of their Premier League goals this season from set piece situations. Just imagine that. Now, away from that, PSG winger, what they call Kangli in. So Baba don't get injury for the match and play against Strasbourg. So that's why the media commentators say PSG don't do somewhat weakened, because when you check and you go see this guy normal they did for the bench, then the likes of Kvaratskhelia, the Seredue, and then Bele will start. Then later maybe Bradley Barcola, Likangin will come in. But based on say don't get injury, serious injury will not be small, because according to PSG, he said the guy suffered a blow to the tibia. He remained in pain after their defeats and limped heavily towards the timbers. While he didn't have crutches, the PSG player was supported by two staff members who help him onto the bus. As they lose against Strasbourg. So you come to say by this the player don't do somewhat, he don't do weak, because you know they very easy. If they happen, well. Now so we say Shebi Arteta they give us our own story again about Simba and Odegaard, but we'll get to that after this message. Let's bring this message from one of our sponsors, Mobi Wealth Associates and Co Limited. They're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and share protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 8064642234, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwo Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of the services, do reach out to them. Now, we're going to get reports from Chris Whitley Say Julian Timber and Martin Odegaard are both injury doubts for Arsenal's game against PSG. Now, when you remember for the press conference, they ask Arteta, what is they wrong with these two people? Arteta's not a fitness problem. They don't they fit enough. Me personally, I think Arteta just bring this fitness narrative to protect and shield Odegaard. Because many people they talk about Odegaard, they never give him 100 for many games. So if Arteta can come out and say, they fit enough, and people will say, okay, no wonder, that's why. Yes, because when the journalists when they ask and say this thing by what you say they fit enough, what be the issue going on? You say I cannot tell you, I will not tell you, I'm not telling you. Yes, so for me I still believe say then go play against PSG unless if lineup come out on that day I no come see them, I come say okay, because fitness issue no be that you no be injury na fitness, no be say na knock or maybe like I don't know whether you get my point. So well, let's just see what happens. So the biggest news of the day is the fact that Clichy, who's a football pundit and former Arsenal player, is saying if there's anything that can go to France and beat PSG, na Arsenal, and Arsenal fit run am. So I no lose hope. So let's leave it at that. So my dear Star Lover, I think it's a 5 minutes for us to call the show and end. So I come your way tomorrow in the evening to give you the evening news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let them out. Alright guys. Ciao.